More sand news. What are the current focuses for the development team at this stage? Currently, the team is focusing on 3 main areas. Throughout April and May, they created many prototypes and searched for a final gameplay form that would address the issue identified with your help during the playtest. Or what was the issue that you identified? I could say there was quite a few things, but I'll get into that momentarily. We'll be finalizing the elements that passed internal testing and building balance around the new set of features. It looked like there was quite a bit in the video, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Optimization and bug fixing, which is the biggest pillar of which they needed to address. The optimization was ass, regardless of what system you ran. Porting the game to PS5 and Xbox Series, together with the support of an external studio. Oh, interesting. The external studio is handling most of the work. Our involvement is limited to providing guidance on project structure and occasionally doing tasks that are significantly faster for us to complete. This does not affect the release timeline for the PC version. Fascinating. So I wonder who the external studio is that they're going through for that. That's smart. That's smart. Take notes. Last Oasis, maybe you should consider that. As of recording this, they just put out an announcement for Last Oasis saying that Xbox connectivity is restored, so you Xbobs out there, rejoice. You can finally play the game, allegedly. Even though there's like maybe 200 people online at a time, but I digress. We're talking about sand. You have new and unannounced content or features in the works. We have a number of new features currently in development. Not all of them will pass internal testing, so I can't talk about all of them just yet. Weapon modifications. Different weapons will have variations that can be crafted or found during gameplay. Wait, hold up. Different weapons will have variations that can be crafted or found during gameplay. Does that include trampler weapons, or is that just player weapons? Turret deployment. You'll be able to place and remove turrets during an expedition. Oh my god, yes. Which ties in with the next point. Oh. Turret conditions. Turrets will come in various states ranging from rusty to fresh off the shelf. The condition affects certain turret characteristics such as rotation speed and reload time. That's cool. So they're having turret durability and the ability to move turrets around on your ship when out, that's going to make trampler builds a little more interesting for sure. How are optimizations coming along and what has been done? This is the biggest and most important thing because that has been the major drawback in previous playtests. So the fact we're seeing that was a focal point for them, fantastic. As part of the console porting process, we're currently optimizing the game for launch on Xbox Series S, which will also result in stable FPS on PCs with similar performance levels. Hopefully their servers handle it better though. At this stage, the optimization process has touched nearly every aspect of the game. You don't say how the terrain is generated, stored in memory, and unloaded. Trampler compartment models, including the number and quality of their LODs. Visual effects, like reactor smoke or explosions from destroyed trampler units. Character animation system. Loot generation system for islands and points of interest, network data format for certain systems. Okay, so maybe their servers will do better. And some extremely cool stuff we're not ready to share just yet, but we'll show you in the near future. What does that even mean? You're talking about optimization, bro. What is it? Why? You could have left that out. What has changed lately from previous playtests? There's new islands and partially reworked old ones. Good. The islands that were in there previously weren't terrible, but they were bleak. There wasn't a whole hell of a lot going on them. New types of firearms and a grenade. Oh, hell yeah. There was okay weapon variety. It was very much in its rough stages during those previous playtests, which is to be expected. So I think they were more so just testing out the format rather than fleshing it out, and it seems that they've been focusing on fleshing out upon their format that they had previously. Good to see. Crafting stations on certain islands, and a crafting compartment for the trampler, plus a wide variety of crafting resources scattered across the map. Okay, I like the idea of crafting stations on specific islands. They'll make them kind of like recyclers in Rust. What are we going to be crafting though? Ammo? Weapons maybe? Maybe we get like a base tiered weapon and then we have to craft the modifications to them, because they did bring up weapon modifications. Oh yeah, can be crafted and found during gameplay. I'm a dumbass. Yes, so I guess we'll have a base weapon and then we'll be able to craft mods for said weapons to get a bit more leverage, which is good. I feel like it kind of brings everybody to an equal playing field, and then you can buff yourself out if you're good enough at looting the points of interest and taking advantage of that system. Having more resources and stuff, I don't know that a wide variety of crafting resources is a good thing. I find that in a lot of survival games, the more resources you pour into your game, the more convoluted it gets, and the more annoying it is. I get you need different tiered stuff for crafting, but it can get very bloated very fast. So hopefully they didn't crank it up too much. The ability to swap out cannons during an expedition, I'm going to love that. Many cannon variations, including several redacted grade cannons. Military grade? What is it? What? Good, there's many cannon variations. So there's new cannon variations, which we kind of saw in the trailer. New compartments, so there's going to be new build variety. Progression system that gradually unlocks access to more advanced compartments. Hell yeah. A progression system. We need motivation, and you're giving us motivation. Thank you. It is a very key point thing of having in your game. It's one of the fundamental pillars to make a game enjoyable. Have something for us to work towards. An orbital station shop where you can sell your findings and buy basic expedition supplies. Okay, I'm getting the feeling, like I was saying before, they're going to have us run out with basic stuff when we want higher tiered things. We can't just load up with the higher tiered stuff in the safety of our station. We have to actually craft and make that out in the open world, which is good. It keeps everybody at an even playing field, like I said before. I like that. A loot distribution system after each expedition to ensure everyone gets what they need. I'm assuming... What? In what way? A loot distribution system after each expedition to ensure everyone gets what they need. In a group aspect, maybe? Maybe the loot gets divvied up evenly? That one eludes me. I think I'll have to see it in action. You can name your trampler now. Hell yeah. Oh my god, I am so excited. We saw this. We saw this in the trailer. I called it. The boost rods that temporarily accelerate the trampler, helping you escape pursuit or close the gap on enemies. Which this was a huge issue that I had in the playtest. I was like, oh cool. In the last playtest, they gave us a bunch of resources, like on the final 2 days, I think it was, and they were like, go crazy with the builds, please. So I did. What happened when I go out there? Saw no one with a crazy build. Or if I did find people with crazy builds, they were on their way out, and I wasn't really able to do any PvP. That was the frustrating thing for me in the playtest. The lack of PvP. You're playing a game that is focused on PvPvE, and you're just gonna run away every time? I want to fight. So I'm stoked that they're making it to where we can close the gap on enemies. Or prey, depending on your perspective. Because I had too many people run away from me when I tried to engage them. Diverse, powerful, and mysterious. Right. Okay. Redacted. I did see that there was mines out in the open world and sandstorms, which was pretty sick. There's a lot more in store for us than they're letting on, which is clearly by design. They don't want to give too much away. They want to get a little bit of anticipation and hype and excitement, obviously. Finally, can we expect another playtest before launch? No, that's the plan. And it seems they're going to try for this summer. My guess is probably... I'm going to be pessimistic. It's probably going to be August. We'll see. I hope I'm wrong. Maybe it'll happen in July. Maybe it even drops in June. Wouldn't that be sick if it drops down in June? You can sign up for any closed or open playtests on the Steam page right now. and you'll be notified directly via Steam when they go live, of which the link will be included in the description below, so if you're interested in trying out the game, you know where to go. Join the Discord if you want more Santa news, or Last Oasis news, or, well, just to see whatever I'm posting. And on that severe lack of a disappointment, I will see you guys in the next video, and or stream.